Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go through my 10 EDC fixed blades that just seem to always make their way into my pockets. That's how I like to carry my EDC fixed blades, and there's no rhyme or reason here. Sometimes it's just because it's an easy pocket dropper, one that is, I don't have to really think about it. I can just throw it in the pocket because I already have a clip on it or something, or it could be a beater that I'm not worried about, because I'm going to go do something that might mess up the blade or might be all nasty. Or it just might be one that I love the way it slices. So let's get started. This one is kind of surprising because I don't love carrying in leather, especially one that I can't clip to the pocket. However, being that it's been in our colder months, which isn't saying much here in Louisiana, but I'm able to carry it on my belt because I'm wearing pants more often. So that's why this Bark River Mini Aurora that I reviewed not too long ago has been carried quite often, I believe. And I think it's because I've been really enjoying these convex ground blades. It's in 3V steel. It's very comfortable, and you get a nice, long, usable, versatile blade. I mean, I don't have to say much about it. Bark River is known for super high quality knives, and this one's no exception. I think right after I finish this video, I'm gonna go order an aftermarket Kydex for it because I would definitely carry this even more if I had a Kydex. Two, we have one on the budget side, and it'd be in that beater category, would be the Kizer Mini Harpoon. I absolutely love this little fixed blade. It doesn't weigh anything. It doesn't take up much pocket real estate. It's got a minimal Kydex sheath. This is a toe knife or whatever. I don't know, some brand on Amazon clip that I was testing out, and for these smaller fixed blades, it works fine. It's not the best clip, but it's like $7. That's why I wanted to give it a shot. I'll try to leave a link to this if I remember down below, along with any other clips that I have. And if you're interested in any of the EDC fixed blades I show today, if they are available, I will link them down below along with timestamps, just in case you forget what the name was. But you got a nice push off, very nicely done. And if you have a medium-sized hand, this is a perfect little pocket dropper. It's comfortable. I love this little scoop right here. You can get way more work than you could imagine with this done. It's a very slicey, full flat ground blade in CPM 3V, so it's going to be tough. Now, you don't really need the toughness here, but 3V holds a really good edge. And you can see I've been using this one quite a bit, starting to rub off that PVD coating. I like this one the most with the contoured burlap micarta. It's very grippy. They have other variants. I also have the textured Ultim one, but the one I have has the crappy sheath to it. But now Ultim one now comes with one of these sheaths that kind of looks like carbon fiber. But for the price, $60, I think it's a no-brainer. If you've ever been on the fence on this one, I highly recommend it if you like little pocket droppers. The next one's an oldie but a goodie, and that is my White River Knives M1. I think this started out as an M1 backpacker. It was the cord wrapped. I bought the aftermarket Pilply G10 scales, but you can get them just like this. It's got a Kydex sheath. I'm rocking a 3x3 Alti clip. It just works perfect for me, and probably one of my favorite clips to carry my fixed blades. This is like a bird and trout style knife, but works fantastic as an EDC fixed blade. This version is the S35 VN version, made in the USA. I sharpened this one up a long time ago after I reviewed it, and it got so sticky sharp, and I've probably sharpened it 2, maybe 3 times since then. It holds a great edge. And now you can also get these in MagnaCut, but I'm sure they're probably sold out at the moment. I actually have one of those also. This is a different version with the pinned on scales, and they're contoured. The G10 ones are flat, but they're super comfortable and very grippy because of that Pilply texture. I love White River knives. They're always been phenomenal, and they're super nice as well. Get to talk with them at Blade Show every year. I just grabbed this one in MagnaCut just because I want to try it out. But I'll be honest, I carried this one a lot more. I don't know why, I just do. But they're both great, and I've had this one for probably the longest on this list. And I continue to carry it, and I continue to love it. Next, we have another beater that I like a whole lot, and that is the Kizer Muskrat. This one is probably the easiest on this list to carry. It's super light and very minimal. I have a discrete carry concept clip on it. Works just fine. You don't need nothing crazy on this one because it's not a heavy fixed blade. Nice ramp there. Mr. Derek, is it Sharon? I think it is. Yeah. D. Sharon, Mr. Derek, is a very nice individual. I got to meet him at Blade Show last year. And I got to say, I just like this one. This is a no thought. You know, I want to carry a fixed blade, but I don't want to think about it. I grab this one quite often. It's just a good overall knife. This version is the 154 cm with the brown linen micarta with the argyle pattern there. Nice and grippy, nice and thin. Very easy to carry. The only thing I really wish they would come out with a hollow ground version. That would be fantastic. Just because this one, being it's a flat grind, isn't as thin as they could have gotten it. And with something this small, it doesn't need to be tough. It's just a general task EDC knife. I'm not going to go baton with this. It's just not enough blade there. You could probably do some kindling or some feather sticks with it, but I think a hollow ground blade would have been fantastic. He even tried to get him to do a hollow grind, but you know, Kizer has the last say when it comes to OEM, and they wanted to do the flat grind. It's probably cheaper to go with the flat grind if I had to take a wild guess. This next one, it really surprised me that I carry as much as I do because I don't tend to love this brand. At number 5, I have the MKM Pocket Tango. This is the design from David C. Anderson of the Knife Center. Super nice guy as well. I do like the sheath, even though it's kind of aggravating sometimes, but you have this nice leather sheath, Italian made, and it's got this magnet retention system. It's easy to just drop it and hook it to the pocket. That's probably why I carry it as much as I do. And I also like this Nesmix style blade. I love that blade shape. I mean, I don't care for the hump as much, but it just works well. You got nice contouring on these micarta, being it's Italian made. It's got crowning everywhere. This one is in sepia magna cut, and this is the first MKM knife that I've tested that the steel wasn't incredibly soft. I do not know what they heat treated these to, but it held a good edge and it sharpened up really well also. Took a sticky sharp edge. It's not the thinnest behind the edge, but it performs nice, and all in all, I just like the overall aesthetics of it. I like how easy it is to carry, like I said, especially with this. And the only gripe I have with this type of sheath is this magnet right here kind of magnetizes the blade a little bit. So any kind of metal shards or filings get up on the blade. And if I have this around any of my other ones, it's always sticking to them. So not the biggest deal, but I'm kind of OCD when it comes to that kind of stuff. And as you can see, look, it grabs the blade right there. It does help hold the blade in there, which is also nice, but it is something that is kind of aggravating. Number 6 is my hard use fixed blade. Anytime I need to do something rough, I grab the Reiff Knives F3. This thing's a little tank. Comes with a Kydex sheath. I have one of those toe knife clips on it or whatever it's called. And this handle is so comfortable. It's because of that thickness. You got contouring and softening. My medium-sized hands, I get a perfect 4-finger grip. It is just, it feels so good. And you can see this, mine's been put through the ringer. This version is in sepia magna cut, but if this was the 3V version, I would be happy with it also, because like I said, I put this one through stuff that you probably shouldn't. This is USA made. Those are some more awesome guys over at Reiff Knives. Super nice individuals, and I'm pretty sure Reiff Knives has a no questions asked warranty, and if that is the case, that is fantastic. But yeah, I think it's a cool looking knife, and it performed well in my testing, and it can handle just about anything you throw at it. After I tested this one in the review, I sharpened it up and talk about, wow, you can get magna cut so stupid sharp, especially with a low grit edge. I think I put a 600 grit edge and then stropped it really good with 6 micron, I think it was. Wow. Yeah, that's all I can say. Wow. Number 7 is bigger than I normally carry, but I'll tell you why I carry as much as I do. So this is the Vero Engineering Axon fixed blade. You know, I expected to like this one, but I did not expect to absolutely love it. And I don't think I've ever got to review this one. Shame on me. I think every time I went to review it, they were sold out. So, you know, I didn't want to review something that you could not buy. So you got a fold over taco sheath. I have one of his titanium pocket clips. They work great. I'm trying this one out. I had this one on my Vero Malin. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep this on it. I may like multi-clip on this particular knife. But I can still get my hand in there, which is important. You do have a little push off right here. And I like this one because you have bigger than I normally carry. I usually like mine under 7.5 inches. And this was not that much over. I think it's like 7 3/4. But I'm okay with it whenever it is as light as this one is. And you got all that usable blade. And see how high that flat grind is? That grind comes down nice. When I say thin, it is nice and thin. See if I can show you that right there. Look at that. Look how thin. This thing slices like nobody's business. Best Tex, the OEM on this. They did a fantastic job. You got some excellent jimping up top right there. There's your numbered. This is number 39. Yeah, it's just a performance beast. A lot of times whenever I got to break down a bunch of cardboard, this is what I tend to grab. And if I don't have a utility knife around or I just want to use my stuff, this one has been just amazing at that. And like I said, with the micarta, it's stupid lightweight, I'm sure. Same with the carbon fiber. I almost got the tie scales for this one, but I think that would have ruined it for this particular knife. I do have them on the Maitland, but that one's okay. That one's a smaller knife than the Axon fixed blade. Out of those two, I carry this one way more. Number 8 is probably no surprise, but we have the Griffin Co X-series EDC fixie. Mine is rocking a Bad Goods leather custom sheath for it, a pocket slip sheath. And being that we're in colder months, I carry it in this leather. Whenever it gets hotter, I'll swap over to the Kydex that it comes with. It's a nice minimal Kydex. It doesn't take up much room, and I have 3x3 multi-clip on it. So both of them I can clip to the pocket. I just like how thin it is in this dimension because you don't have to have all the extra space for the rivets. Currently, I have one of Griffin's combat beads on this one with titanium and the glow, and then this is the spinner. Very, very nice bead there. I did swap back to the textured titanium. I love the micarta for how incredibly lightweight it is, and I'll probably swap back to the micarta in the summer, but I love the overall aesthetics of this one. I love the comfort. I love the versatility of that drop point. Not to mention, this one has a high hollow grind on it. Comes down nice and thin. CP and Magna Cut steel. This one performed outstanding, and it's just a dream to carry. It's got an excellent sharpening choil, as you can see there. Something we don't see too often. This one has a beautiful stonewash finish on it. I think I love pretty much everything that Griffin Co has designed. It just speaks to me. I mean, they're always nice, classy, classic-looking blades. And another awesome individual over there, Griffin Co. Keith is such a nice guy. I finally got to meet him last year at Blade Show. That's why I love Blade Show as much as I do. Get to meet new people and meet all my friends that don't live near me. Also like how they got little jumps right there in a flat spot, so if I want to choke up, I can get right up to that edge. Yeah, the Griffin Co X-series EDC fixie is a fantastic, fantastic knife. Number 9 is our last budget beater, and that is the Kizer Militaw fixed blade. This one is the more affordable option. I carry this one a lot more than the premium Militaw fixed blade that I have with S35VN because that one has the aluminum scales on it and it makes it heavier. This one, you got nice minimal Kydex, just like on the premium one. I got a 3x3 LT clip on it. Nice ramp there. Very comfortable. Nice positive click. No rattle in here. It's another one that's longer than I normally carry, but it's streamlined, so it's easy for me to carry. It's just a very classy, good-looking knife. This version right here has the Nitro V blade with that beautiful tumbled finish there. Love it. Got jumps here and here. Both of them are functional. This version has the Contour G10 with the canvas micarta inlays. You got that big old lanyard hole back there. Jumps at the end if you're holding it like this. Say if you need to stick it in some wood, do some feather sticks that way. All in all, it's a fantastic fixed blade. If you like them a little bit longer than the other ones I've shown, this one's a good one. It's probably close to the size of the Axon fixed blade. Now, y'all know I had to do this, y'all. Number 10 is kind of like a tie between these, and I'm going to tell you why. First off, I absolutely love my Steve Calori Custom Steadfast, and I would love to carry this a lot more, but being that it's just got a belt leather sheath. I don't tend to carry it as much as some of these others just because, like I said, these are all knives that I can grab quickly and there's no thought about it. That would be the case for this one. If I got the Kydex, maybe I'll send one of them back to Steve and get him to make me a Kydex because I absolutely love every single one of them. This one, I am working on the testing. I did not even realize I hadn't reviewed any of my newer Steadfast. So shame on me. I'm almost done with the testing on this one, and I'll probably be reviewing this one very soon. But that's why this one just hasn't gotten carried as much. We'll go to the BMKT Field Spec Explorer. I love this one. It weighs absolutely nothing, and it's a nice size EDC fixed blade, very minimal. I got it on a static cord. That's why I'm carrying it on a static cord because of how lightweight it is. Nice minimal Kydex, push off. And I think this is a sheep's foot if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think this is a sheep's foot version. It's got a hollow grind on it. CP and magnet cut. Micarta scales. Best Tech is the OEM. And the only reason this one isn't on the list per se is because I haven't had this one quite as long as the rest of these. So we'll have to wait and see, but I'm sure, you know, as much as I've been carrying it here lately, I'm sure it'll make the next one like this. And same goes for my 9-point knives Lynx. Another one that I absolutely love. I just haven't had it as long as these other two that I'm about to show, but really cool EDC fixed blade. And another one that I'm sure will probably be on the next list, but that's why this one's technically not on this list because I just haven't got it. I haven't had it as long as the other ones, but boy, do I love it. Now, the number 10 spot is really going to be a tie out of these two. And if I had to pick one for today's video, it's going to be the BP Knives Fixed Utility Knife because this one's a little heavier than my Schwartz Overland Sport. So this one would be carried more in the summertime, and this one is going to be my number 10, and it's carried more right now because it is a little heavier than this one because it's a bigger fixed blade, but it's okay because I'm wearing pants more often. And this one will get carried a lot more, but it's just so good looking. Not that I'm worried to use it or anything, but it's a beautiful knife. Anytime I'm ever carrying this and you can see it, it never fails if somebody wants to see it, you know. A lot of times in my neighborhood, I'll be in the nature trail behind my house, and one of the guys will either be out and about back there, maybe they're fishing or walking, and they always ask to see this one. Brandon, it does phenomenal work, and I love how thinly ground this thing is. Reminds me of old Steve Clory's grinds there. Super thin, magnet cut, rock weld to the proper HRC. Then have this vintage micarta that just looks absolutely stunning. I love just about everything that Brandon makes. And I'm sure the next one I will have his the LUK model that I just picked up in here as well. That one's super easy to carry. It's been on the belt in the Scout carry for the last few days. Well, here's another shot of all the knives. Like I said earlier, if any of these interest you and they are available, I will have them all linked down below in the description. Let me know what EDC fixed blade is like this for you, that you don't have to think about it. It's one that you just grab quite often. I absolutely love reading all those down below, and that's where I find out about new ones all the time. If you have any questions about anything in particular, feel free to ask me down below, and I'll do my best to get back with you. I hope every one of y'all is having a fantastic day, and remember, keep those blades sharp, smile more.